Hey there, I'm Tyler Lunsford, and you're watching a review of Murphy's Magic Supply's Haunted Key Deluxe. What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome back to another magic trick review here on the channel. Now, if you're new here, then definitely please consider subscribing and take a look around the channel at my past reviews. Now, if you are new here, then welcome. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I really do appreciate it, so thanks for being here. Also, I know you didn't have to spend your time with me today, so really, thanks for just clicking on my face and trusting me with about 5-10 minutes of your time. Thanks. But with that said, I want to thank Mystique Factory as well for sending me this product so I could do the review for you beautiful people out there. And if you'd like to purchase it from them, you can use code TYLER10 at checkout to get 10% off your first order. I don't make any money off that code. That really is me trying to save you guys some money. So thanks for tuning in once again, and let's get right into this review right away. First off, you need to know what actually is Haunted Key Deluxe. Well, Haunted Key Deluxe is a cool effect from Murphy's Magic where you take a gothic looking key and you place it on the palm of your hand. Then you convince your spectators that you are flipping over this key with your mind because they don't see you touch it and you don't touch it. That's the best part about it. There's no threads, no wires, no magnets or anything like that. The key really does flip over in your hand and it's all self-contained. Let's talk about what you'll be receiving if you decide to purchase it. Well, you'll be getting the Gothic style key. You also get linked to an instructional video online that's about 40 minutes long, and on there Javier from Murphy's Magic walks you through how to perform it and gives you a few additional routines. He walks you through if you don't want to do a self-contained version, he teaches you a different version to do the Haunted Key, and even brings cards into it if you want to do it mixed in with a card trick. Now that you know what the Haunted Key is and what you receive if you decide to purchase it, let's talk about some more questions you may have, such as how difficult is it to perform? It's actually extremely easy to do. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but it's for the most part self-working. How are the angles on Haunted Key Deluxe? The angles are great. You can perform this surrounded. You can perform it 360 degrees angle proof. Is there any DIY or setup you have to do for this effect? No, there's actually no setup at all. You pull out the key and you can go straight into doing this effect. Javier does teach a version with setup on the download. If you want to do that version, you can, but there is technically a way, it's the main way, it's the main routine, it's not technically, it's the main way that you get to do this pretty much impromptu as long as you have the key on you. Is the Haunted Key examinable? Not really. I wouldn't let my spectators hold this. The key is pretty much normal, but if they hold it, they might figure out how it works, so I wouldn't let them hold it. I wouldn't let them try it. You know, that you can let them tap it on something, I guess, but you don't want them to break it. So let's just say you don't want your spectators to hold this. Are there negatives to performing Haunted Key Deluxe? Well, my biggest negative with this is that it doesn't really feel like there's any skill involved or anything like that because of the fact that it is self-working, but I think your spectators might guess that, so I don't really think it's that fooling. And that's my main problem with it. I don't see myself performing this only because I have a fear that someone's going to say, hey, let me see that key, and then they're going to be able to do it. And I'm just going to have to come up with an excuse and say, no, you can't see that key, and they're like, well, if it's normal, let me see it. So I know as magicians, that's kind of our part to come up with excuses and patter and things like that, but for me personally, I just don't really like that there's not much skill involved and that your spectators could do this if they were able to hold it. What are the positives to performing Haunted Key? I do love that there's no threads or wires or magnets or anything like that. I love that it's all self-contained inside the key itself. I do like that you don't have to do much work to make the effect actually look good, but at the same time I kind of listed that as a negative because your spectators could do it as well. So with that said, self-contained, that's good, that's a positive. And another thing is that the price point on this is actually great. It's really good. It's at a very fair price, so if you do want to pick it up, you're going to get a great price for it. Speaking of the price, what should this retail as? Well, it currently retails as $15 US and is at a fair price. Well, for what you get a well-made gothic key, kind of rustic looking key. This is it right here. It looks really well. It's really well made. You can, solid. It's really good. So I think $15 is a fair price, and I think probably people would have paid $20 for it. So it should retail as $15, but I think people would have paid $15 for it. So I'm glad they priced it at that. It's a great price. I just wish you could do more with it, and it wasn't something that your spectators couldn't really, just do themselves. But besides that, I do like the effect. What would I give this out of 10? I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. The reason it's getting docked the 2 points is because what I listed in the negatives about your spectators being able to do it. But I do love the price point, so it's getting some good points for that. And the effect itself is pretty cool, and I love that it's self-contained. So there it is, 8 out of 10 from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to purchase the Haunted Key Deluxe, you can do so by clicking the link in the description down below. Now also in the description is a link to my Instagram page. There you can follow me on Instagram at TylerLunsfordMagic. There I post all sorts of behind the scenes, Q&As, sneak peeks, and you can reach out to me if you have any questions. So thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in another review that I post sometime soon. See ya!